Welcome everybody to the We Get Drunk Sports Podcast. I'm your host with the most bad news cruise. I am on location. I am in North Carolina right now. I don't know about the other guys, but I'm on vacation right now. So let me stop what I'm doing. Let me give everybody an hour and catch up everybody, talk about some sports. We got some big things going on. I mean, the September 1st is right around the corner for baseball. We got college football back up and running. We got the NFL next week. I mean, just a lot of things going on. I don't know if people are going to join me, but it might be just me tonight. Who knows? Hopefully ESPN, CBS, NBC, anybody's watching and they want to hire me, I'm ready. But of course, I'm going to start talking about baseball. Let's talk about the Yankees. So we played Washington, which for me, I always feel like the Yankees, every time we play against bad teams, can never beat them. Patrick Corbin, one of the worst ERAs for a starting pitcher in baseball, Yankees could not hit. Could not hit. Who was the other one? Gore last night from the Nationals. We could not do anything. But again, the Yankees are still in first place. Just, of course, what can you do? We're spoiled Yankee fans. That's all we do is complain. We're still in first place, but we only won one game out of that 3-game series against the Nationals. Stressed me out, like always. We got St. Louis coming up next on a 3-game series. Hopefully we could do something. September 1st is coming up. Hopefully we have the Martian in the building. Rizzo probably will come back. Clark Schmidt had a good AAA outing, if I'm not mistaken, in Scranton the other day. See what happens. But I do want to really get into this playoff baseball right now. So right now there's a battle in the AL Central with Cleveland and Kansas City. Cleveland's up a game, just like in the American League East. Cleveland's up a game. Oh, let me introduce my co-host, the T-Bone Special. Everybody loves the T-Bone Special.
What up, my people? What up, my brother?
What's going on? So I was filling everybody in. What's going on? Well, of course, I was spoiled Yankee ass talking about the Yankees, but I was talking about the race that's happening in the Central with Cleveland and Kansas City. Just like the American League East, Cleveland's up a game, but Kansas City's right there. And you know who you can't like sleep on is Minnesota. Minnesota's only 3.5 games.
Yeah.
It's gonna be September 1st is Sunday. It's gonna be crazy. That whole month of September is gonna be crazy in baseball.
Yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna fight for positions to get into the playoffs.
Yeah,
It's gonna be interesting.
Look at in the West, you had Houston, who started off horrible. Seattle was the team, the favorite. Seattle's in second place right now over there. You got Houston; they got 71 wins. Seattle was 68. Then look at this one, the National League East. You had the Philadelphia Phillies are leading right now. Atlanta by 5 games. The Mets are 8.5 games back from them. The NL Central, you have Milwaukee leading. But to me, Milwaukee might be the clear winner there because the Cubs are 9.5 back. And then the West, the Dodgers are just the Dodgers. But Arizona and San Diego are 3.5 and 4 games half. So September's gonna be crazy in baseball.
Yeah.
Boom. Before we dive into this Yankee stuff, can you tell me what happened with the draft? What happened with our fantasy football draft?
I didn't get no notification. Else I would have been on. I didn't get nothing.
Shout out to everybody in our fantasy football. We did our draft on Saturday. It was a good draft. T-Bone Special had the first pick, And I guess the computer took care of you very well. You got Christian McCaffrey with your first pick.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, but the last 2 times I won, automatic draft.
Exactly.
So
Can't go wrong. Can't mess up that.
Let's see. Yeah, I get emails, but I don't have it because I barely use that email, so I don't get a notification. But usually when we do the draft, I get the app that gives me the notification.
Yeah, you didn't have the app?
No, I had the app. It was on everything. I didn't get it. Nothing came up.
Sucks. Oh, Paige and Dr. G, man. Paige and Dr. G, man, who's always in demand.
What's up, fellas? What's up?
Man, he dressed up like he's cold over there.
Yeah.
It is. It got cold. It's
the classic, man, always with that Henny in hand.
That clear water. That's
going on,
what stand for, clear water Henny.
Yeah, clear water. It's 60. It's 60 something degrees out here. The temperature drop, man. New York City, man. Temperature drop. I was out running. Not from the police. Not at least not today.
Ladies?
That either, unfortunately.
It's a bombing 84 degrees right now in North Carolina.
Ah, you sons of bitches. I had to get a quick run in because I was watching the Rutgers Scarlet Knights beating the Howard Bisons, even though we were leading 17-7 at halftime. Not good enough. We need to step it up. But it's the first game of the season. I'm not going to go too crazy.
Not on the podcast, but in our private chat, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I was talking to T-Bone. I said September 1st, man, is Sunday. There's some big games in baseball coming up. What do you guys expect of all through baseball? What is one thing that you expect to happen?
Well, rattle them off, Joey. What are the big games, and then we'll go through each one. Which one you want to hit first?
So, to be honest, we always talk about the Yankees. Can we all talk about Kansas City and Cleveland?
No, we talk about the Yankees.
They're only a game and a half as well. Do you think Kansas City has enough to overtake Cleveland?
Kansas City has really good pitching. Seth Lugo, a Boricua.
Yes.
A Boricua. We smoked him, so I don't really care. I'm happy that we smoked him when we played him. But from here on out, I hope he wins every game. I would love to see Kansas City take that division. I really would, man. I really would.
And I mean, Frank Covers, his supposedly the number one guy, Jose Ramirez, is leading Cleveland. He puts up numbers, man.
He does. He's a 30-30 guy every year. He puts up numbers. You can't take that away from him, man. Take that away from him.
Then the other one that I was talking with T-Bone Special is out in the West, the National League West. You got the Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Oh, and also San Diego
and the Padres. Yeah. Man, those are tough divisions.
They're all close races, man. Nobody's running away with it, and nobody's getting hot yet. Nobody's gotten hot yet.
Okay, so let's I ask you guys a question right now. Who's the best team in baseball? Everything's pretty tight. So, what's the best team in baseball?
The one that wins it all.
But right now, if you were a betting man, I mean,
wouldn't it have to be the Dodgers or Arizona?
The best team in baseball.
I would go more with the Dodgers. They're more favored. They got a lot of talent on that team.
They do.
They seem to go their way.
They just got Mookie Betts back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Otani. You can't ever dismiss Otani, which is one of our topics today.
Freddie Freeman.
Freeman's had, he's had some trouble this year. He's had some family issues. So, it's totally understandable. The Dodgers just have a lot of talent, man. But, Arizona, bro. Arizona is like, they got hot.
They just lost a big series against the Mets.
Yeah, but
Mets.
no, they're playing the Mets now. Hold on, let me check.
I was watching the game. I'm with my in-laws right now, big Met fans. They were watching the Met games today, and the Mets lost. They lost last night. What's his name?
Mets won today.
Edwin Diaz gave up a grand slam in the 8th.
Oh, he stinks.
And then but they won. The Mets won today.
Yeah, the Mets won 3-2.
Yeah.
And of course, the San Francisco Giants. We haven't been doing anything. We had an opportunity and haven't done a effing thing.
The last time the San Francisco Giants did anything, it was the beginning of the year when they played the Yankees. Did they win one game?
They won one game. They've been terrible. Terrible.
That's what Gary disappeared for a month.
Yeah.
That's when I got sick after that game. I really did. I got sick. It was disgusting. What a disgusting team. I don't know, man. What's the best team? Can we really? How about the Phillies, guys? I mean, we don't talk enough about the Phillies.
Yeah.
But the Phillies, the Phillies are a solid team.
I'm gonna give you an example what the Phillies are, and you probably are gonna agree with me. The Phillies are right now like the Yankees. We always go to the playoffs. We're good in the regular season. The playoff come the first round, we do okay. Then after that, that's always the Phillies that they get cold in the wrong time.
Oh man!
The last 2 years they did. Remember last year, Schwarber came back. He came back only for the playoffs. He was hot, and then the second round he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, 2022 they won the World Series.
Yeah. 2022. Yeah. Hey, it's a classic, man.
How about the Astros? The Astros have made a massive comeback. The Astros a month ago were out of it. They were done.
I just told that to T-Bone Special at the start of the show. I said that the beginning of the year.
This year or what?
Well, you never know. You never know.
So,
all of a sudden they got hot.
Yeah, they got hot.
In the right moment.
And you got who else? You got the Brewers. You got the Brewers cooking.
Oh, they're running away with that division. The one behind them are the Cubs, and the Cubs. Yeah, I don't think the Cubs have enough to come back. They're 9.5 back.
Yeah, the Cubs. The Cubs sold out. They've been selling out. They've been basically getting rid of guys, putting guys on waivers. They put Smiley on waivers. I don't know if anybody claimed him.
No, I don't think so.
It'd be nice if he was wearing a Yankee uniform. We need something.
We haven't picked nobody out off of waivers, right?
No, we haven't. We don't have that many. We don't have roster spots. We need roster spots for the guys that are coming back from injury from us. And let me say something real quick here. Carlos Rodon is a hoe. He is he's a hoe, bro. I mean, you can't do it what he did yesterday. You can't, bro. Against the Nationals, just come out and not have it at all at the beginning of the game.
But
he's a hoe, Joey. Don't even start, bro. Don't even.
I'm not. But not even to defend him. But again, because the classic man is always going to get
Mr. Sunshine. Here we go.
I'm always gonna shit on this guy because it stresses me out. The 2 nights in a row, and late in the game, he had one. He was He had 3 runners. Two runners on, struck out. The other night, he had the bases loaded, didn't do anything. Where is Gleyber Torres? I understand. To me, I'm over this guy. I'm over him. I want him off my team. I'm hoping for September 1st to come around and he sits on the bench. We bring up Peraza. Ooh. I'm done. I'm over him.
Classic, man. What you got to say about that?
Hey, you got also remember before those opportunities happened for Gleyber, you had Judge in the past inning to have those runners on scoring position, strike out or ground to a double play.
I know you're not talking about Judge.
Okay. Oh my God, this guy's out of control.
Hey, but he grounded into a double play. Nobody out. And then you got Verdugo behind Torres striking out. Then you got LeMahieu, another one grounding out. So you can't just blame only one guy. This is my thing. I get upset with you guys because you always blame one guy, but we have other guys that don't do shit either. Don't blame it on one guy, please. That's all I'm saying.
A classic man, homeboy, Gleyber Torres. Always picking.
Come on, please.
Does he ever get a big hit?
Oh man,
I'm asking you. That's a legitimate question.
Does LeMahieu get a big hit?
LeMahieu is
Verdugo
shot.
get a big league?
But
LeMahieu shot.
Is he one of the guys that we always say, "Oh yeah, well, LeMahieu's a cornerstone of the team"?
Oh my God!
LeMahieu died 2 years ago. LeMahieu's dead. He's done.
Bones. It's just his soul and bones.
Yeah,
playing.
Exactly.
His foot. He ain't got the feet no more.
Yeah, and his bones are frail.
He's done. Joey just watched a Deadpool and Wolverine. It's like in the beginning of the movie. You're fighting with his bones. We're fighting with his bones. He's terrible.
Yeah. So is those other guys who have those opportunities too, and they don't do nothing.
You can't.
It's always him. It's always Gleyber, though. It's always Gleyber. Come on, man.
Start a conversation and say Judge grounds into a double play. He's the MVP. What are you doing?
Okay. When is the game there? When is the game there? When is the game there?
He gotta do everything, Joey. Well, maybe he gotta clean up the clubhouse too. Does he fill up the game lane?
And
what else?
Shout out Frank Covers, who says Otani is the best player in baseball. I don't think so. I do not think so. He's not even here. He doesn't even. He talks shit, but he never comes and defend
unless he starts pitching. Unless he starts pitching and winning, he's not the best player. He's just not. He's not. When he's pitching and he's winning and he's throwing 98 and he's an A1 starter, you can't take that away from him. Overall, he'll be the best player. But as a everyday outfielder, everyday player, no. Stop it.
I would
You're his numbers don't even his this year's numbers don't even look good. I mean, it looks good, but it's not better than Aaron Judge. So you can't even compare that. Because
the only thing that
how is it a close MVP race?
Yeah.
What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with you?
Oh my God.
The only thing I give Otani just maybe a smidge better than Judges is parlay picks. That's it. That's it. But it wasn't even that good because he lost millions. So
yeah, Otani's only good. The only thing Otani is good is getting rid of his bookie. That's all he's good without getting caught by MLB. I said it. That's right.
It's true.
Come on, bro. Come on. And again, Gleyber Torres.
Leave the guy alone already. Leave him alone.
Okay, and then he's making errors.
Oh my God! Here we go with the defense. How many errors did Jack Schimmer just make? How many? I don't care if he's not a third baseman. I don't care.
You knew I was going there.
Of course.
You knew it. Of course.
I
was going there. This guy's been playing second base for 2 years. He can't get a grounder.
Oh my. But then when he makes a nice play, I don't hear you. When he makes a nice play, I don't hear you. I give
him credit. You can't make a nice play and then go 0 for 8 in 2 games against the Nationals.
He's been hitting. What are you talking about?
He's been hitting.
He was on a 7-game hitting streak before that last night.
He's at 235.
Okay. So what? But he was on a 7-game winning streak the last 7 games. He didn't get a hit last night.
Man, you sound like my kids when they throw out the garbage and the recycle one time without us telling them. They want a parade.
They want a parade. I know. What are we doing here?
I can't.
He's back 235. He's back 235, and that's with him being hot. That's being hot. He's back 235. He's got a 64 OPS.
You just want to see him hit home runs left and right. That's what you want to see.
No.
Yes.
I want him to get base hits when there's runners in scoring position.
In a big spot.
We just want him to be productive.
in a big spot, please.
Excuse me.
Please. What are we doing? And again,
I give it to you.
It's not 100% his fault. It's not 100% his fault. Boone is the worst manager I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Can we stop playing Jose Trevino? Can we stop?
I can't. I still can't fathom that. Big word alert. I don't know why the alarms are not going off in this house. I can't fathom why is he our catcher right now and not off.
You're in a different state. The IQ goes up when you go to different states.
Crazy.
I guess.
Come on, Aaron Boone. Are you alive? Like, why would you play Jose Trevino? For what? And it can't be because he's a better catcher than Wells is after Cole pitches 2 games and doesn't give up a run. That doesn't count, bro. That ain't working.
No.
Like, come on.
Sunday is September 1st. What I need to know, because I already know who I want up. Who are the guys that immediately that day they should be in the clubhouse, have a jersey, and be in the lineup?
Anybody that can play first base. Anybody. I don't care who it is. Anybody.
It's gonna be Rizzo. Yep.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
It's gonna be Rizzo. He's gonna come back and I'm hoping that injury that he had changes his season and he turns like to the not home run hitting Rizzo that we were seeing as a Yankee, a guy who could hit the ball the other way, get a base hit, get a double the opposite way. Stop trying to pull the ball.
Yes, stop something in the gap, please.
Yes.
Just a double.
Just something not to stop. I think it's when the offense starts going, there's always one guy that messes it up. I need the ball to be rolling.
Yeah. That guy who makes that stop, it's Gleyber Torres. You know that, right?
No, I know. You know who I was gonna say was
Gleyber Torres.
Verdugo needs to sit.
Jason
Dominguez needs to be our left field from September 1st into the playoffs.
That's a hot take. So Joey, you don't care about his service time because his service time is September 15th.
That's the thing with them.
You know what I care about? Championships. And if this guy is going to help me win a championship, Verdugo, go wear all the chains you want on the bench. I have no problem.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I hit below the belt.
You got to sit down.
Exactly.
So he's played excellent defense, Joey, but we don't care about that here.
No, I do not.
Not no more.
Hit the ball. He's been awful. Yeah. And I like Verdugo, but he's been nothing.
It's never personal with us. Yankee fans, it's never personal. We could like as many people that come to the Yankees. He could be the greatest person in the world. But if you cannot produce and help us win a championship, you need to go. Old Timers Day, that when you could come back, we'll cheer for you. But if you can't do nothing right now, sorry. It's the truth.
Yes,
it is.
It is.
Back in the days, they always put the hot hitter in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you. I gotta ask this. The rotation. Schmidt comes up. Schmidt gets healthy. Who's out? Warren's out, obviously. Is Schmidt on number 2?
For me,
I gotta see that the first game he comes back, maybe 2 games. I gotta see how healthy he is and if he could come back the way he was rolling. And if he can, that's our number 2.
I agree.
So okay. Schmidt's on. So it's Cole, Schmidt, has to be Cortez at this point. Cortez has pitched a lot of innings this year.
No love for Stroman?
Got to give him love. Have to. But Cortez has been, let's be honest, last 3 starts has been lights out. He's given up 1 run.
With Cortez, I give it to him. The guy gives like a couple of runs in the first inning, but he's there 6 innings fighting. Doesn't matter if the umpire is giving him calls and he's not getting no call. He's there fighting. I know he got a below fastball average. You know, his little cutter is not, you know, cutting the way, you know, we used to seeing it, but he's there fighting. And I gotta give him the number 3 over Stroman though. I do.
I feel. Is it me? I don't know if Bone and Gary feel the same way. I feel like you're taking shots at Rodon right there.
I have to.
Got to. You got to.
Yeah, I mean, he's not consistent. Rodon's not consistent. He's good for 1 or 2 games, and then after that, he turns to shit again.
And like he says, Cortez doesn't argue the way Rodon. I think Rodon just argues all the time. I feel like any little thing, any mistake, he's making a whole big scene on the mound.
Yeah, well, that fucks up his game because now
he loses, and he's known as a guy that you got to get to him early. But yesterday, he's throwing pitches in the middle of the plate, bro. Like, guys are gonna hit that. I don't care how bad the Nationals are. Professional hitters are gonna hit that. You got to fight through that. You got to do something, and it's like I just don't trust that guy. I don't trust him. And he had the same problem with the Giants. That he started off games. That's when you can get to him. Once he starts rolling and he gets confidence in the slider, then, you know, things change. But in the playoffs, you're not going to, you know, against the Astros, you're not going to have that opportunity. If you're not ready to go, they're going to put 6 on you in the first 2 innings.
The thing is, like, I give him credit, like all the pitchers that was pitching these past past month, like Cole was pitching and I don't know what was going on, but these guys keep fouling pitches off every single at bat, and it's raising their pitch count up. Then Rodon, I know him. We talking about him, also him too, because he's throwing fastballs right down the middle, and they're fouling it off, and he doesn't have that strikeout pitch. He don't have that changeup in the dirt or that slider in the dirt. He's just trying to overpower you. You can't do that sometimes when they know it's coming already, you know. And then Cortez too. They were fouling pitches off left and right this whole month. Even Stroman, and we've been struggling because of that. These guys are losing innings because they can't get these guys out. They can't get the strikeout pitch, or can't get a ground ball, or can't get a pop-up, because it's that they know what's coming, and they just keep battling, and we just got to battle more than the opponents, and these guys are not doing that.
I feel the way that you're explaining that, I think it's more on it has to go on the catcher and Boone, because that's when you look at the scouting report and you see everything. You say, all right, well, they've been catching up into everything, and they're it looks like their scouting report is spot on. We got to change it up. This is the month that we need to start changing it up and have people guessing more.
Joey's making a cardinal error here in thinking that Boone actually has a brain.
He does.
I hope so. I hope he does.
He doesn't.
The MacBook
exactly
for Boone.
Exactly. He just does whatever they tell him to do. So he needs the M4. It's coming out September 6th. That's when the Apple event is. Let's get the new MacBook in there, and hopefully it'll, you know, speed things up. Have the extra GPU in there, get the graphics better. Really, just come on. The bullpen, Joey.
Before the bullpen, there's another thing too. Can we throw out a damn runner, please? Because this is pissing me off.
This is why
we had 5. They had 5 stolen bases on us in the first 3 innings yesterday. I'm like,
catching?
That it wasn't Trevino. It wasn't. It was Wells. Okay, but it was Wells. Wells gave up 5. But you can't always blame it on the catcher. It's the pitcher also.
He's not he's not checking. He's too focused on throwing the ball straight down the line so they could get hit.
Exactly. You gotta at least slide step or at least look over. But they don't.
So do you think it's the rules that the change of the rules that have really caused these guys to get off their game when somebody's on base? Rodon is, let's be honest, Rodon, any little thing goes wrong and he's done. He's cooked.
But that's also the dugout too. But they got to listen to the dugout. Whatever they say, the catcher got to relay it to the pitcher.
Exactly.
If they're not calling the throw to first base, then he's going to keep pitching the way he wants.
And it's not working. He should think. Pay attention. It's not working. Let me try something else. But he don't. He sticks to his game plan. His game plan doesn't work that well. Change it up, baby. Change it up.
It could just be that we're not going to get these changes.
But if you notice, we get beat with teams that are not good. Teams that are good, we beat. That's been killing us the whole season.
It's a lack of focus. It's got to be a lack of focus, man. I don't know what else to say.
We made Patrick Corbin look like
yes,
and he was on a losing streak.
Losing streak. His life has been a losing streak. He's been awful. He's been one of the worst pitchers in baseball. The only reason he's pitches is because of his contract, because they gave him a ridiculous contract. His life has been a disaster. He sucks. This guy's out there. He's looking like a young Kershaw. This is ridiculous. I mean, look, man. I don't know why I get so riled up. I shouldn't, but I don't care. I do. You can't. Those two performances. I'm not gonna get too bent out of shape with Cole. He fought. He didn't have it, but he didn't get bombed. But Rodon, can you throw your secondary pitch for a strike for Christ's sake? No. Can you throw one strike with the slider? Just one. I'm not asking for a lot. One. Keeps throwing the fastball, and he was getting roped. Everybody's running on him. He's a lefty, and everybody's running on him. It was bad, bro. Those are two bad losses. I don't mind losing sucks, but you can't lose like that.
No.
Can't lose like that. Who we play tomorrow?
St. Louis, 3-game series.
St. Louis, who I heard might put Tommy Pham on waivers. If that's worth anything.
I mean, is it really? I mean, I mean, if you would have told me that putting Nolan on waivers, I mean, I would be very intrigued.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
I wouldn't be.
Why not?
The guys, he's not doing anything.
Shot. He looks shot. Yeah.
And you bring in another guy who strikes out a ton of times onto this lineup. We have a ton of strikeout guys. What's that gonna do? Because it's defense? Because it's defense. No, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Defense from last to first gives you a big boost of adrenaline, going from last to first, going to eating Spam to eating filet mignon.
It's true.
Hey, you might be right. You might be wrong, but
the way
you're looking at his numbers, right? The way we're looking at his numbers right now, I don't think he's gonna change. Trust me.
His defense has gone down too. His defense, he won all those Gold Gloves, and last year he didn't win one. He's not gonna win one this year. He hasn't been a good player. He just hasn't been a good player. The bullpen. I'd like to talk a little bit about this bullpen. Because we do have some guys that may be coming back. Trevino, Efros, guys that we haven't seen in years.
Ian Hamilton.
Ian Hamilton, we've seen. We've at least had a sighting. Yeah. Those two other guys, they put out missing persons reports on these two guys. The FBI has looked for them, and no one's found a trace of them. Now they're appearing. Do you think those guys come up?
Yeah, and let's not forget my boy Cody Poteet.
Joey last week was putting him in the Hall of Fame. He was going to Cooperstown.
Listen,
Cody Poteet.
Guys like that win you championships, okay?
Guys like that, only his parents know him. We have no clue who Cody Poteet is. Please, let's stop it. I would love it if he became, Ramiro Mendoza. That'd be great. 31-7. Are you over Howard? We have taken over. First game of the season. Big Ten, baby.
Congratulations to the Scarlet Knights.
Thank you. Are you
is
on the old Raritan? Let's go, baby.
Is Heel? Is he destined for the bullpen when he returns?
No. That was a fake injury. That was a fake injury, Joey. That was one of those we need to cut your innings type of injuries.
Yeah, let him rest. Say come back.
I believe so too.
Because back injuries, they don't magically heal. Like, no pun intended. They don't heal like.
Oh, the classic man should know.
No, that shit is still bad right now. I'm barely, sitting up straight. Trust me. Yeah, sitting up straight.
That stuff doesn't go away. The classic man has gotten cortisone shots, and it does not go away that easy. Let's be honest. Every time when you got a back injury, when you walk, it hurts. When you take a dump, it hurts. When you sleep, it hurts. It's awful. It's awful. When you sit, it hurts. Everything you do hurts. This guy's magically coming back, and they're not going to put him in the bullpen. We need him as a starter. Who trusts Carlos Rodon? Who?
Exactly. Crickets.
Ray wants to talk about the Mets. He's getting tired of watching them talk.
Oh, yeah. Do we really want to talk about them?
Yeah, he's talking about the Yankees. Talk about Mets.
How many games are the Mets out of the wild card? Let me check real quick.
What up, my brother?
They're 3.5 games. Shout out to Big Red.
They're 8.5 from the East, 3.5 from the wild card.
So they got to jump over the Braves, the Padres, and the Diamondbacks. Look, it's over with. That's as much as we got to talk about. It's over with.
And their schedule is not that bad either. The only ones that I say is going to be tough for them is Philly and Atlanta, and maybe Milwaukee at the end of the season.
Milwaukee might be shutting down at the end of the season.
Yeah. But there's always those teams that want to kill your dreams to go into the playoffs. So that's what I'm saying.
They play a little harder.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that they might give them a little fight there. But the toughest one is the Phillies and Atlanta.
And you know what? The Mets bullpen is not all that good. Yesterday, I think with 2 outs, they brought in Edwin Diaz, and Edwin Diaz gave up a grand slam. A walk and then a grand slam.
The Mets are playing the white. They can make these games up real quick. I was mistaken. Yeah, they can.
Talking about
they can
the
get
Mets,
back in the mix.
Shows up.
Oh my God. Yeah, so there you go. It's Frank Covers, baby.
Wow.
What's going on,
fellas?
He waited for that moment.
Frank Covers, what you got to say about the Mets?
Right on time.
What you got to say? Are you still a Mets fan?
I told you I made the jump. I left my jersey up.
I heard that before.
You made the jump. Oh my God. Oh, his internet jumped too. What happened here?
So, yeah, they brought in Edwin Diaz yesterday, the 8th inning, critical game with 2 outs. He goes and he walks the one guy. The bases are loaded, and then he gives up the home run.
They play the Red Sox. That's going to be tough series, but they play them at home.
Red Sox are no joke. They've been playing pretty well too. They've been beating up on Toronto.
The Reds are not a walkover team. I think the Mets could actually make this up though. If I'm looking at this and I'm being fair, the Mets have a really good offense. No cap. They have a really good offense. The Mets put up, 8-9 runs a game. It seems like sometimes. I mean, they get hot and they put a lot of runs up.
They got 3 games against the White Sox, 3 games against Boston, 3 games against Cincinnati.
Then the Blue Jays, they should easily beat the White Sox and the Blue Jays are terrible.
But
Where's Vladimir Guerrero? I mean, is he still talking?
No.
Is he still talking?
I'm
hit by pitches.
I'm gonna hit you with the Mets' last 3 homestands. Is gonna be they got Philly the end of September from the 19th to the 22nd, 4 games. Then they have to go to Atlanta for 3 games, and then they end out the season 3 games against Milwaukee. That's
that last week,
very doable.
That last week is going to be their season.
Yeah,
on the road against two teams. You know, one team that's running away with their division, and a team that's in front of them, Atlanta Braves, who hate the Mets. They have destroyed Mets season between the Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. They've destroyed the Mets seasons for years. Yeah. Maybe the Mets could pay him back. Maybe the Mets can pay him back. I really hope not. I hope they fold like they usually do, because they're not a professional baseball team. I'm only hoping for the worst for the Mets. So
I totally agree. Totally agree.
But that they do hit. They do hit. And I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to say it here, and it might not be a popular opinion, but I think Francisco Lindor is the MVP in the
totally agree with you. Totally agree with you.
What?
Batting 270? Crazy.
No.
That guy gets big hits. He's not like Gleyber Torres.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Not like Gleyber
Here
Torres.
we go.
I wanted to trade when the Mets wanted to trade him. I wanted Lindor. I said, take that contract.
Yeah.
You would.
Oh man.
Classic man. You would not want Francisco Lindor over Gleyber Torres. If you say,
of course, I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no.
Thank you. I would have left the room. I'm
a Puerto Rican. You know, I rep my Puerto Rican people to the fullest. I don't care.
I don't care if he's a Martian. He's 10,000 times better than Gleyber Torres ever been in his whole life.
He is. Wow. He's been carrying that Met team.
He has. I totally agree. He has. He is the Mets
the polar bear on first base, for some reason, always strikes out when there's people on base. He has A-Rodism, where he only hits home runs when the team is only up by 5 runs, or there's one guy on base, or no guys on base.
Let's thank God Frank Covers his internet bombed out, because I was gonna rip him a new one when he said he's gonna come in here and he's gonna get ripped to shreds, because this is a man that said he that bum at first base for the Mets, that refrigerator, that he was better than Aaron Judge. Are you
Gary,
nuts?
What's your beef with that reporter that giving Belanga a chance to win?
What's my beef? Did you read the article? I sent them. I sent them an email and I said, "Come on the show." I sent them the link. How are you going to write that article and be serious? I can't take you serious, bro.
Yeah,
I can't take you serious. How are you going to write an article that Berlanga has a chance to beat?
He really doesn't, though. Oh, if you watch boxing, he really doesn't. He leaves himself open for that.
Did you guys read the article? Yeah,
Canelo
he read the article. He said he's got to improve on his jab. Oh, he's got his footwork got to. Basically, you're saying he's got to become a boxer.
Damn.
In the next 2 weeks.
You gotta shit on me right now, because he does actually have a little shot.
I'm out.
One little punch can change the whole fight.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A puncher's a chance. Okay.
I mean, it's so true, but we don't see it.
It has happened.
Yeah, I know, but we don't see it with him though. We can't.
Which is a little thing I wanted to bring up at the end of the show. At the end of the show, I wanted to bring up something that we a little game we can play. So, classically, I understand that he has a puncher's chance, but in this article, this man went ahead and put words on a screen.
It's on the payroll. That's why.
Yes. It's 100%. It's 100%. So I said that in the email. Are you on the? I know you got to promote the fight. You work for DAZN. Do you have any integrity? And if hopefully he's watching the show. Do you have any integrity as a journalist to say that this man, if he fixes this, if he fixes that, he can win this fight? Win. What plan? Where?
How long we been saying that? And he has not even changed. I mean, fixed anything.
No.
So just because you know you're on the payroll now, you want to say the same things we've been saying for a long time.
I don't even
And you think he's gonna do that?
Canelo. He's more worried about Caleb Plant. Why?
Exactly.
Why do you think that he's actually taking it serious?
Did you guys watch the video clip that I sent you earlier?
Yes.
When they
It was
interviewed him?
disgusting. It was disgusting.
No, but he said it himself. He said, if I lose, you'll never hear about me again. So he knows. He knows. I mean, he like you know, he also got to try to sell the fight so you get those pay-per-view money too. You know,
See,
competing against the UFC.
In the beginning of his career, that's one thing that we did say. We was like, we understood that you have to sell a fight. We totally understood that. But after he said those things where he was trying to sell a fight, remember, he fought two guys with guys that were working in CVS and in Stop and Shop the before the fight, and he almost lost both fights. Then he also said, if I'm not mistaken, on both of those fights, I can't wait to sell out the Garden. You didn't even sell out the Hulu Theater. Like, come on, we're not picking on him. We want him to be good, but don't come out and say something.
So here it is. Here it is, guys. And I'm calling this guy out. I sent him the link, sent him an email. You're a joke, and you have no integrity. The Undefeated fighter has a strategy he plans on using September 14th, live on DAZN. Right then and there. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? So now all of a sudden, and I'm not the boxing expert here. I leave that up to Bone and to Franklin. They watch boxing, they know it 100%, but I'm just a viewer. Wait, are you really saying that this guy now, after all these things that we've seen, that he's been hiding this plan? He's been hiding this master boxer that he is. He's been hiding it for this fight. Are you serious?
From what I heard, he went back to his original trainer, and that guy seems like he's straight. You know, when you're saying he was already getting ahead of full of himself, thinking that he was that.
Oh man!
Oh, we lost Bone.
And it cut off. We lost Bone. But look at that line that I highlighted there. I think that's where Bone was going.
You got it there?
Yeah, you're back. You're back, Bone.
Yeah, they kicked me off because they knew I was gonna talk shit about him.
Yeah. He's probably trying to get on the stream now.
So from what I heard, he's in Colorado training hard. From what I seen, he's still working on the left hook. I haven't seen no jabs. I haven't seen all he's been doing is working on that left hook. He's looking for that knockout power.
So I'm gonna ask you a question here, Bone. Two things I want to highlight. He says the most important thing is just being focused and just being locked in. Now, you've never been focused.
Yeah.
Now,
that's too busy hanging out with Fat Joe.
Yeah.
I no lie. I told that to my boss before I went on vacation.
and these two lines right here. Look, Berlanga added that he cannot allow himself to give Saul Canelo Alvarez too much respect either. So you're a guy that has gotten knocked out and knocked down by guys off the street in sparring sessions, and you're not going to give Canelo Alvarez, a guy who's, I hate him, but he's a top level fighter.
He is.
And you're gonna say that you're not gonna respect this guy or give him. You're gonna get knocked out, bro.
I mean, but in that little face off, their little hat, he was giving all the respect to him, and he was paying attention to Caleb Plant more than Canelo.
So he did. It shows he has no focus.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
Nope.
I said that in the last show. He's too worried about the next guy instead of focus on your opponent that's next to you.
Yeah, he's already has a losing mentality. He's already saying, "I'm going to lose this fight. Let me work on my next fight." And before the fight, we also said the only way to get a fight with Canelo is to kiss his ass, and that's what he seems like he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go, and this is where he gets in trouble. He talks about being
I don't know what's going on here.
He talks about being focused, and then in the next sentence, there's a guy that's taking food off my table. At the end of the day, I'm a fighter, right? At the end of the day, I'm a fighter. I'll give him credit for that. We don't respect the big homies. He's the big homie at 168, but we don't respect big homies where we're from.
That is total bullshit because we're from the same area and we respect the big homies.
Yeah, exactly. If not, you're gonna get your ass knocked out.
Yep.
And it's not like other people could do that. They can move out the neighborhood. We didn't grow up with no money. You just can't. If things get bad, you're gonna have to take your lumps every day. So you better have respect for people if they earn that respect. If not, you really not fitting to make it too long. So A, he's lying, and then B, it shows again his lack of respect and lack of focus. So this guy is writing an article about the things that he should do, and in the article, the guy basically says he basically goes back on the things that he should do. There's nothing here. This is just like the classic man said, it's a sellout article. He's on the payroll, and you were not man enough to come on our show and talk through your article because I was gonna roast your ass. Yeah. So plain and simple.
Yep.
This article is garbage. That is garbage. So,
let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you a question. When this fight happens, will you be surprised if anything happens? Like, say Canelo gets knocked down and gets knocked out. Will you be surprised, or will you be like?
I'll tell you. I'll be the first one to be on all social media platforms and say, I am shocked. I will be shocked because, first of all, Canelo. I have seen Canelo fight better fighters and hasn't got hit, hasn't sat down in his corner, and hasn't got knocked down. So for him, who is not better than the last three fighters that Canelo fought, for him to knock out Canelo or to at least hurt him,
at least drop him. At least drop him.
Shocked. I will be on social media and I will be like, I'm totally shocked.
I would be shocked. The kid has power, though. Let's be honest, guys. Let's call it what it is.
But does he have better power than the last three guys that Canelo fought?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, he does.
I think so.
He has more power than Manguia. Yes, he does.
If you look at it,
he didn't have the skill as Manguia.
Yeah,
but
those guys he was hitting. They were hitting Canelo in the face, and Canelo was like eating them, like seriously. But with this guy, like Berlanga, I seen multiple his fight, and he hit a guy in the face, and they don't even know where they at.
He got power. He got power. That's for sure. The classic man said it. He has a puncher's chance.
He does. I'm not on his side, but I'm not on Canelo's side, so I'm like neutral. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. This for us is a wonderland fight for us because whoever wins or loses, we happy. It doesn't matter. We don't like Berlanga at all, and we despise Canelo. So if Canelo gets knocked out, that gives us content for the next 15 years.
Booyah.
Frank Covers would never come back on the podcast.
Yeah. Never. So
done.
We might have to update the photo of the picture, and it'll be four guys.
We put an X on it. We put a crayon. We just put a marker X. Because come on, if he loses to Berlanga, I don't ever ever want to hear nothing about he's one of the top fighters ever. I don't ever. He shouldn't be in the conversation ever. You know, he's a great fighter, but he's not one of the greats.
This is the only reason why we really gonna watch it.
Yeah,
we're gonna watch it.
Exactly.
We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it just because we want to see Canelo get knocked out. We want to see Canelo get knocked out. We're gonna say yes, Berlanga. We knew he wasn't this, and we already knew this. So
Frank Covers is in the house. Go ahead, Joe.
I have a question. Would we take a draw?
That's a loss. That's a loss for Canelo. That's a loss for Canelo.
Yeah.
Even if it's a draw, that's a loss for Canelo.
You crazy.
Lower your mic.
Frank Covers, let me ask you a question here.
Go ahead.
Eric brought up a great point that Berlanga has a puncher's chance. We went over the article, but does Berlanga have a puncher's chance against Canelo?
A puncher's chance?
A puncher's chance. Does he have a shot?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. He don't got a punch. What punch he's gonna throw?
Oh, he don't got a punch.
So I got a follow-up question to that. He doesn't have a punch. So out of the last 3 fighters that Canelo has fought, we argued that Berlanga is the more powerful puncher than the last 3 fighters that Canelo has faced. What do you think? What do you think about that?
He's still messing with his thing. Oh my god! He probably didn't even hear the question that you were saying.
No, that
but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna give you the Franklin. Nobody who ever fought Canelo. Canelo's number 1. That's it. I don't care about nothing else. Canelo's number 1. That's Franklin's answer.
Did you hear the question, Franklin? I don't know if your connection is up to. I don't know if you heard it.
Yes.
So, out of the last 3 fighters, we have made the argument that Berlanga is the guy that he's got the most power out of the last 3 fighters. Are we wrong in that department?
Yeah, completely.
Okay, so
we completely wrong. Wow.
Give us your argument. He has more power than Manguia. That's one.
It doesn't work out for it.
Yo, that Wi-Fi extender that you got in Best Buy, bring it back.
Exactly. We was at his house, right? And when he was saying that my Wi-Fi is number 1, top of the list. Where's it at? Where's it at, buddy?
So give Best Buy this. Take the video of this. This is proof. Send it back. Get your money back.
Next week we're gonna see Franklin on the pole. He's gonna be right there on the pole on the outside pole with the line directly with a hard hat.
Terrible.
And I have the worst internet in the history of mankind, as everybody knows. But I got 2 different connections. I got a special connection just for the We Get Drunk podcast because my internet was so bad. So it's coming out of our $12 a month budget.
I do want to give a big shout out though before the podcast. FanDuel, I got 3 weeks of free NFL from YouTube TV. 3 weeks.
Me too.
So do I. I didn't want to say it, but so do I. But real quick, guys, before we go, this last thing I wanted to bring up. The other guys aren't here, unfortunately. But in terms of sports, what's been the most shocking moment for you guys in watching sports in your life? A shocking like result or something that happened in the game. What's that moment for you guys?
Mine's.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
No. Oh,
that's called a shot at the G-Man.
That's it.
That's a shot. It wasn't meant to be a great fight, ladies and gentlemen. It was just a payday. Anyway, go ahead.
The shocker for me was the World Series that the Yankees played against the Diamondbacks.
He's mad. Look, he's mad.
Yeah, because his body was the same. Yeah.
He's mad.
And seeing Mo, unravel there, like when we never seen Mo unravel the way he did there, and I mean, that.
If you're gonna call that unraveling, 2 broken bat hits.
Okay, yeah, but
Womack.
But still, it's still a loss. So it's like, if you look at it, they could have hit a home run. It would have been a lot better than looking at those broken bats. So
a little
I got a
looper
better
and a
one.
broken bat. Mark Grace getting a walk. Come on.
yeah.
No, I would say it's the collapse against Boston.
Oh,
We had. I'll give you who was on that team. Posada, Sheeta. We had
A-Rod,
Matsui, Sheffield,
Giambi.
Yeah, Giambi at first base. I mean, and we lost a collapse. We lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah,
I remember that, man. I was in a nightclub. I was with 2 bad shorties. I think Bone was with me that night. 2 bad shorties. That ruined my whole night. For a moment.
Think that will have to be my
for a little while. I got over it quick. This is what happens when you need to get over something. Get 2 bad chicks, and you feel a lot better. Get drunk and get 2 bad chicks, and you instantly feel a lot better. Franklin, so I don't know if your internet's up, but what's the most shocking moment for you ever in watching sports?
The most shocking moment?
Was it that moment that you were in your car playing reggaeton and going to the Mets game thinking that you were going to
my favorite moment
by the Padres?
Let me see. I'm gonna go to the ALCS in Yankee Stadium when Houston was there in Yankee Stadium. I was in the stadium. David Ortiz was there. Alex Rodriguez was right there next to my seats. All of them, and the Yankees got shellacked by Houston. Shellacked. But the
sad part is always about the Yankees, though.
The best part was
the Yankees.
The best part was when A-Rod was there and everybody was going. They were like, "Fuck J-Lo, fuck J-Lo." That was one of the craziest nights. No, the Yankees fans are ruthless.
I'm gonna act like Will Smith. Keep her name out your mouth.
No, you got a chance, Joey. You got a chance, Joey. Mr. Sunshine. You can leave Becky and you could go get. She's available again.
I tell you right now, I think Becky would love it.
Oh my God,
man. She got money.
Shout out to Colorado. They fucking giving up the game.
She eats men's souls.
Were you talking about Colorado, the football team?
Yeah,
college football team.
Yeah, the football. Rutgers is up 38-7. We cooking, baby, cooking.
So I want to hear Frank's answer for that question you gave him, G.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you, for me, my most shocking moment. Then we'll end it off. If Joey wants to end it off with Franklin. So my most shocking moment, and I'm gonna go throwback, way back. But to me, the most shocking thing in sports for me was the next day waking up and getting that result from Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. That fight was in Japan. That was a nothing fight. Nobody was even. We thought that was a win in the bank. Easy. And then to hear the next day that Iron Mike Tyson got knocked out by Buster Douglas, a guy that we never heard of in Japan. This is before the internet, guys. This is before you could go on, any of these social media things. It was like, nah, that can't be real. Like back in those days, you'd be like, nah, that can't be real. You hear something in the streets, you'd be like, nah, that can't be real. No way. That shocked me, man. That shocked me, and it shocked me more because it was like, yo, you didn't even see it. You had to hear about it. It was like rumors, and then all of a sudden in the newspaper, and this, that, and the other. So that to me was the most shocking moment in sports that just shook me. I was like, what? How the hell did Iron Mike Tyson? Because back in the day, in those days, Tyson was it for Brooklyn. He was the hero. He was the legend. He was our Superman. Put it like that. So that was it for me. So Joey,
I thought Frank I thought Frank Covers was gonna say when Chris Paul almost got traded to the Lakers.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. My biggest sports moment, I want to say, like one of the best times is going. I want to go back like 6 years, 7 years ago. Like in a while, I want to go shout out to baseball, and baseball was really good when it was the Blue Jays, and I think it was the Blue Jays and who else? No, Texas Rangers and the St. Louis Cardinals. I think back and forth. Y'all remember that? I think it was the
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs. That game was one of the best baseball games
with Bautista. Bautista hitting that big
bomb in Toronto.
Bomb.
I thought it was it. I thought like,
is
their year.
I remember that. Yeah,
that game was crazy.
I mean, there's been a lot of moments. For me, also another one would be the Titans against the Bills.
Oh, the kickoff.
The Frank Reich trick.
The Music City Miracle.
Yeah,
that was crazy. And the Bills were involved in two games like that because there was the Frank Reich game. I'm going way back.
That's way back. NFL films.
Yeah, the Frank Reich game when he came in for what was his name? Jim. I'm forgetting his name, man, for some reason. But
what about the Monday Night Miracle with the Jets when we were down 30? And Jumbo Elliott got that touchdown for us.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. That was a game.
Jumbo Elliott. They put him at tight
I'll give a shout out to the Giants for that lucky catch with the helmet. I'm like, to this day when I watch that, I'm like, I can't believe he made that.
That was a great. And in the Super Bowl against an unbeaten team.
Exactly. That was a shocker for me.
Let me tell you, I hate the Giants. I despise them. I despise the Giants. They are a disgrace. I hate everything about them. But I was rooting for them that day. I even have that still on DVD.
That's
somewhere.
DVD? That's cool.
Yes, I know. DVD, not Blu-ray, baby. DVD.
My kids was like, Dad, what's a DVD? I'm like,
exactly. Kids don't even know about discs. They'll be like, you can't stream it?
What about... I don't know if y'all mentioned this earlier in the podcast. I had internet trouble all day. Shout out to Best Buy with that router. But did y'all mention how horrible the Giants made a decision to give that jersey number from a retired to a guy that's a nobody? Oh,
he asked his family.
Bro, you don't ask that, bro. His family got to be like half dead. I know he gave him a little 20K. Somebody 20K.
Oh, man.
This was the first NFL Giants.
Joey, let's be honest, Joey.
You don't do that.
Your franchise has turned into a joke.
You don't do that, Joey.
They stink, Joey. You said it right last week. I gave them a little bit more credit. They might not win 3 games. They are off. And don't come in here and tell me that those guys are going to come back after winning 3 games this year. Don't do it. Don't do it. The quarterback's out. Coach is out. Everybody's out of there.
You're losing week 1. Lock it in.
Frank
Next
Covers.
week we're doing picks.
I know we're doing picks, but I'm giving you an early pick. The Giants are losing.
I'll tell you right now, Giants are winning week 1 in Minnesota.
Week 1. Daniel Jones, 3 picks.
How long before you take out Daniel Jacobs? I mean Daniel Jones. Sorry, Franklin Covers. Franklin Covers always got me, confused there.
I'll tell you right now. I bet you he has a better chance of winning football games than Aaron Rodgers does Sunday.
Oh my God!
He's out of control. He's lost it.
Who you guys playing
Somebody
week 1?
check the cup. Somebody check the cup.
He's lost.
Who you guys playing week 1?
He lost.
San Francisco.
And we beating them.
Shout out to Brandon Ayuk getting his money, $120 million, 4 years, $75 million guaranteed.
Brandon Ayuk. Where does he hide his Pro Bowls?
I tell you, over Sauce Gardner, over Dippin' Dot Sauce. He's gonna score 2 touchdowns.
You bugging, kid.
Out of
control. You bugging.
You're out of control.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's like the question Gary asked me about Berlanga. A puncher's chance. Who he's punched?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Go after Eric. I didn't say that.
He has a puncher chance, bro.
Go after
the guy harder than Mangua.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does, bro. Yes, he does.
Because he knocked out the guy from the grocery store in Schaefer?
Yeah,
bro,
of course.
Don't disrespect Manuel. Don't disrespect Manuel.
Shout out to Manuel. Listen, guys, I'm going to be honest. I told you earlier in the chat, I don't want to discuss it. I'm looking actually forward to the Danny Garcia, Lara fight. This is going to be a cakewalk.
I like that fight.
I think Canelo's going to make it interesting. He's going to walk him through, make it last until the 8th round and knock him out. Easy work. like I said, I'm a big Canelo fan, but I'm upset he took the fight. He took it to shoulder. He did a move that Mayweather does. I'm gonna pick my fighters, like he said in the interviews. I'm gonna pick who I want to pick. It's my turn. It's his turn. When Canelo retires, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who's gonna be.
Well, why he took this fight then? Why he took this fight in the first place?
I'm gonna give you one reason. Hold on.
Thank you.
Hold on. $40 million. That's what the $40 million to do an hour and 30 minutes of nothing
against Belanga. Really?
40. And
he could have got way more money than that. He could have got way more money than that against you know who. You know against who?
I'm a
you know against who? You know
the guy that put on a concert 2 weeks ago that everybody fell asleep.
No. No.
David Benavidez. Say his name.
Thank you. I want to hear you say his name.
When the time is right, he'll give him the fight.
Yeah.
His time is now.
He's gonna wait.
Yeah.
He has to wait. We waited 5 years for Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. 5 years.
Yeah, because of Mayweather. That's why. Yeah, he was scared. He was scared.
No.
Just like Canelo scared.
No.
That's it.
I'm not having it. No.
Yes,
you better.
We should all give a big thanks to Floyd Mayweather and Gary's boy because this is the reason why boxing the way it is right now.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You know it's true, G. Don't bullshit. You know it's true.
No.
Even Franklin's ex-boy, Oscar De La Hoya said it.
I'm gonna be honest. It's true. It's like that. That's how it is, and that's life. So what? Benavidez has a bad manager. His dad is telling him to fight Benavidez. That's a bad. He could lose those fights. And then what? What happens if he loses to Bivol or Benavidez? What happens then? Does Canelo have to take a chance? No.
But that sounds like the Mayweather situation.
That's what got him rich, right?
Hey. It's not boxing no more. It's a business. It's not boxing. We're not watching boxing. We're not watching boxing.
That level.
We're not watching boxing no more. Right. We're watching a business. That's it. That's all we watching.
We're not watching boxing no more, and it's all because of Mayweather because he's not allowed to make. He's not allowed to make.
We're watching Shark Tank.
No, he's not allowed to make
Shark Tank.
It's not that, guys. It's not that, G.
Punch drunk and never make no money.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that.
It's unbelievable.
It's just Trinidad. Look at Miguel Cotto. Exactly. They didn't make the right investments. Their money.
Exactly. Thank you.
Even the great Miguel Cotto. I'm telling you, I bet you he wished he was smarter with his management. He would have $40 million a fight.
Exactly.
Plus all the commission he's making off the stadium. Joey.
Exactly.
You have to get to that level and then you demand. When you get to that level, you could demand. But until then, you can't.
It's not all about that, man.
Who's paying for this right now? We can get him on the show for
of course, I know that. But I'm just saying, it's just we're boxing fans. We want to see fights,
and we get it. And that's why they paid the bills for them.
He gave you fights, classic man. Mayweather gave you a decade and a half of fights, and then when he wants to make his
picking
money,
and choosing.
I don't.
No, it don't work like that. We don't.
That's 5-0-0, 5-0-0. So he's allowed to go make his money.
But that's what I'm saying. But the only thing I hear with Gary, Mayweather got to that level. He was able to do that after the fights he made. He did make the De La Hoya fight. He made the Shane Mosley fight.
Exactly.
He made good fights, but it was also
when they were old.
Yeah,
before De La Hoya, when De La Hoya was
we were still getting together on tape and watching that fight. Just like when everybody Canelo fights, we all gonna watch it. There's certain fighters that get to that level.
Never accept results. Accept results.
It's not. You don't understand. We just want to see fights. We don't care if you. We want you to get your money. We do. No,
you want to send Trinidad a little cash app right now on Miguel Cotto?
Bro, you're not listening. You're not listening because you're thinking about the fucking business. I'm not talking about that. I just want to see a fight. Business. That's it. I don't know look, I know it's business, but again, don't wait for the guy to be 30 years older than you to fight him. That's all I'm saying.
He gave you 15 years.
Don't wait till he's out his prime. I want to see two guys at the same level, at the same prime, fight each other. Not one guy who's 20 years old.
And there will be so much money there when you fighting the guy at the same level of you. Come on,
if
man.
he
You
would
got to
have
be.
fought Manny Pacquiao when he was supposed to,
Joey,
are we talking about the same?
You
Are
are
we
not,
talking about
Joey,
the same
you
fight?
can't don't please do not bring up Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao could have had that fight a lot earlier, but he would not submit to the blood test.
Of course
Manny
not.
Pacquiao was on juice.
And there you go. And that's
Yeah.
another reason
I
why
can't agree with
everybody's.
that.
That's why
Thank
everybody
you.
else.
He
I
wants
cannot
Olympic
agree with that.
testing. That means that they test you so much.
That they drain you
Exactly.
with blood. Joey's right. Joey's right. I agree.
And
You
that's
don't think,
But-
wait,
and that's
you
why
don't
boxing
think-
has changed.
Mayweather was going
boxing
through the
has
same
changed.
test.
Don't you think
He was going through
don't
the
you
same
think that
test.
messes with a fighter? Don't you think that messes with a
Yes,
fighter that you
but
have to
he's
get random tests and
Joey-
mess up your training and everything?
Joey, he's going for the same test. I understand if it was only getting blood drawn from one guy, they're draining blood from both of them. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but Pacquiao had different beliefs. He's Filipino, they more into their body.
Now we go for the beliefs. It's always an excuse. He went into the ring. He lost.
You making excuses for your boy every time, though. Every single time is an excuse.
5-0 and
there goes there we go. That's
Let's
it.
go, baby.
Let me know who watched that. Let me know if 50 people watched that fight last week for Mayweather. We watched it illegally.
It was, you know what's crazy? It was on the projector, but we didn't even watch that fight.
We didn't watch it. You're right.
We was just taking shots left and right. That's what we were doing.
This is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous conversation. You guys know this. It's a ridiculous conversation. Give that man his flowers. He's the greatest y'all have seen.
He's not the greatest I've seen.
Yes, you have. In your lifetime,
he's the greatest. He is one of the greatest.
He is top 5 greatest fighters I've seen.
Top five.
Top five.
Are you nuts?
Top 5.
I saw Mike Tyson. I saw Mike Tyson.
Okay, but he's right there.
He's better than Mike Tyson?
No, I didn't say that.
You was close to saying he was number 1 before we even said Mike Tyson's name.
I didn't say that. I said he's one of the top. I said he's top 3.
I think he's top 3, top 5.
I would say he's top 3, top 5. I'm not putting him 1. I'm not putting him 1.
I think he's there.
For me, it's Tyson, Mayweather, and Roy Jones Jr. Those are the best fighters I've seen in this generation. In my life, he's not even top 5. In my life, he's not top 5. He's not there with Marvin Hagler. He's not there with Sugar Ray Leonard. He's not there with Muhammad Ali. He's not there. He might not even be there with Larry Holmes. As much as he wasn't an exciting fighter, but Larry Holmes won. So I've seen a lot of great fighters. Alexis Arguello. A lot of great fighters. Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns. These are some of the greats. So I don't want to put him up there with those guys. And those guys fought 15 rounds, slugfest. But in our generation, in this generation, he is number 1. You cannot argue this. It's inarguable. He's made the most money. He's 50-0. To be the man, you got to beat the man.
And shout out T-Bone Special. He said top 20.
That's crazy.
Top 20.
He's out of control. Thank God his internet got cut off.
Disrespectful.
Guys, we're way over time right now.
As usual.
I wish that we can go on and on and on, but we really
This is what we do, y'all. This is for we're fans, and this is for the fans. This is what we do. We're not analysts.
Yeah, right now the bartender and the bouncer will be throwing us out of the turkey's nest right now, telling us to be quiet because we're too loud.
And we
I
still
would have definitely got kicked out. Trust me.
We still wouldn't be quiet.
Because I would have been trying to knock out G or Franklin.
Well, I'm easy to knock out. You would have knocked me out easy.
Nah, because Joey would have held me back. Joey would have held me back. He would have said, go for Franklin. Go for Franklin first. Don't worry about it.
I tell you, that's the most anticipated fight I want to see. I need to see Franklin versus Coco.
As long as you don't roll my hair. Don't mess with the hair. I didn't get a haircut today, but as long as you don't mess with the do.
We can't talk about haircuts. Look how I'm looking.
Yeah. You got a bad back.
Go get a shaper, bro. Go get a shaper.
I can't sit on the freaking chair that long, bro. That's why.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Take a little
shot. It's killing me. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot.
But guys, it was a good podcast. Everybody follow us on social media. We're on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, IG, Facebook. I mean, everywhere. You go into the women's bathroom, all of our IG numbers are there. just please like, comment, subscribe, follow.
Dislike. You want to argue with us? Let me know. I can debate you
Yeah,
anytime.
because we're ready. We're ready. We don't back down. We call it how we see it. We're fans first.
Hey, on Twitter, I'm gonna put up my FanDuel bets for my parlays and my picks for division winners this weekend. I'm gonna pick. I think I'm gonna pick every division.
That's a good
in football. And Franklin's gonna put up some stuff, his free stuff, and then the paid stuff you got to pay.
$4.99.
Yeah,
$4.99.
This is the United States. Still, we still love capitalism here.
And we'll have our next week. We'll break down our NFL
week one.
pick,
You could say week one.
our week one, and yeah, well, because we're gonna be fighting next week. I'm ready.
Definitely.
Joe, you don't have a football team. You are not involved.
I do. My football team has 4 Super Bowls.
The show will go over next week. Be ready, fellas. Be ready.
Oh, I know. Well, hopefully you get a Best Buy and you get a better
My
router.
connection is better.
I don't know.
I done made a couple of tweaks.
Shout out to the Geek Squad for helping out Franklin.
Fuck off, guys. All right, guys. Take it easy. Good seeing y'all.
Peace out.
Later, my brothers.